Hey class, alright, so example 3 in lesson 6.4, we're still solving using that quadratic formula. So remember, our first step is identify your A, B, and C. So A is 1, B is a negative 2, and C is positive 19. Alright, let's plug that into our quadratic formula. Okay, since you did that, go ahead and start solving it in the pieces there. So we've got our x equals, we have a negative 2, which is positive 2, plus or minus a square root of negative 2 squared is a positive 4, minus 4 times 1 times 19 is 76, all over 2 times 1 is 2. So then we work what's underneath the radical there. So we have that 4 minus 76, so we get x equals 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 72 over 2. But we know what to do now if there's a negative under that radical. So let me go ahead and rewrite this up here so we have room to work. So what I had at the bottom there was x equals 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 72 all over 2. Well, first thing is it's negative. How do we get rid of the negative under a radical? So we're going to pull it out. So I've still got my x equals 2 plus or minus, but when you take the square root of that negative, you get an I. And then we got to deal with the 72. So I'm going to come over here. What multiplies to give me 72? Several things, but 8 and 9 is one of them. 8 is 4 and 2. 9 is 3 and 3. Still not all the way down to my primes. 4 is 2 and 2, and 2, 3, and 3. Now we have all of our primes. So remember square root, so we're looking for 2 of a kind. So I'm going to take out a 2, and I'm going to take out a 3. This 2 here is by itself, so it stays under the radical. Alright, so then I can say 2 times 3 is 6 square roots of 2. So that's what we get when we work that out. So I'm going to put times 6 square roots of 2, and it's all over 2. So go through here, and I can rewrite this. So x equals 2 plus or minus I times 6 square roots of 2 is the same as saying 6I square root of 2 all over 2. Now remember, we have to check the numbers outside of the radical. 2, 6, and 2. Are they all divisible by some number? Yes, they're all divisible by 2. So this is going to become a 1, the 6 becomes a 3, and this 2 becomes a 2. Like before, you don't have to put the 1 on bottom, but you do have to put the 1 there on top in front of that plus or minus sign. So we end up with x equals 1 plus or minus 3I square root of 2. Great job, guys.